Who said you can't go home? Real Estate Exposed, brought to you by Signature Real Estate. Real Estate Exposed is all about helping homeowners and those who would like to be homeowners and those who would like to get into real estate.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Vamana Bala. You are listening to Real Estate Exposed. To my right, my actual right, because we're real life. We're back. To my right is Brandon Roberts, the owner of Signature Real Estate Group, with his new glasses. I can see.
They're really messing with me. They're bifocals.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're that guy.
You can't see the line, but
He's a boomer.
I'm just trying to get the trying to. What?
Sorry.
Millennial. These
Oh,
are
sorry.
millennial frames.
Is that what they told you when you bought them?
That's
No,
what
that is not what
that's
they told him.
That's what Tyson told me yesterday. He goes across, "Hey, you got new glasses?" I said, "Yeah," and he goes, "You look so millennial."
Oh my
So
God.
I was like, "All right, cool."
That's funny. Are you trying to watch yourself again?
No, I'm trying to share because we get more viewership when I share it on my
Yeah, one
Facebook.
more.
I know. My husband figures out that I'm actually working.
Well, it's
when
cool
I
because
share
we
it.
got two, you and me, so that's good.
Oh my goodness. So Brandon, I don't want
yeah.
to take away your line. You're supposed to
Sorry.
introduce Shelly. Remember
Oh.
that was your part?
Oh, did we re-script all that?
No.
It's been a
Oh,
week.
and to my right, we have Shelly Panzarella, branch manager of Prosperity Lending. Welcome, Shelly. How are
Thank
you today?
I'm great. Make sure you like and subscribe. Bam.
And that's your line.
That's my
Nailed
line.
it.
that I got.
Fabulous.
Oh, I've been practicing for
So if
weeks.
you're watching us, you're doing so on Facebook.com/realestatex. Don't forget, we are on YouTube. Is that where they're still watching us, by the way, is on
Yeah.
Facebook?
I just
Okay.
shut mine off.
We are also on YouTube. We are on anywhere you can find podcasts.
You know what's
So-
cool?
No,
is
tell me.
In your car,
Yeah,
right, or
yeah.
a lot of cars, the Tesla has the option to put Spotify and log into your Spotify
Fancy
account, and you can
pants.
actually listen to us on your on the podcast in your car now.
Like a radio
Like the
show?
radio.
Like I can click it as one of my favorites?
Yep.
Get out.
Nope.
Move
So-
over, Tony Robbins.
I know,
You
but
got-
Shelly, just so you know, you can't listen to us while we're live because you're here.
Oh, it's only.
But we
You can't listen to us live in the car
But-
because
but-
you're sitting right here.
But we
doing
don't
it.
broadcast live on Spotify anyway.
Oh,
so-
we don't?
No.
Well,
Okay.
then that sucks.
It's all
I was
uploaded
kidding.
later so that you can get all your podcasts and stuff. You catch it live on Facebook and coming soon to YouTube Live, but right now we're just uploading on YouTube.
So if you've missed us, you'll still have an opportunity to check us out on podcasts.
Okay, now we've sorted all that out. I think
Yes.
that's wonderful. We're just finding more ways for you to listen to us.
We're
So
begging.
We're begging. So we're everywhere. Just find us somewhere, please. I have gifts for you guys.
What?
All right, so you get to decide which ones you want because they're a
More
little bit different.
gifts?
I know.
Ooh,
Okay, so
I
these
love
are
gifts.
different. So which one do you want? Okay.
I don't
Shelley,
know, maybe.
I don't even want to
Which
tell you
one
what
do
they
you want?
look like.
Which one does
These
Shelley
are
want?
Magnum,
Which one do you
want her
want?
to touch it?
Oh yeah, you can touch them. You get to decide which one you want.
the bigger one.
Okay. You're like, well,
Size
that's not the
I'm
bigger one. This
guessing
is the
this
bigger
is-
Oh,
one.
wider? Or this
I-
is bigger.
Trust me, you want that one. Give me that
This,
one.
Beta, which one's
Give me that
bigger?
one back.
I'm
This has
guessing-
more girth,
I'm
but the
guessing-
other
Okay.
one is bigger.
I'm
Beta,
guessing it's
come
a
and
Christmas
decide.
ornament.
Come and decide.
This one says 2020
For real? Okay.
Christmas.
Open it.
Have a Merry COVID Christmas.
Have a Have you guys put up your Christmas trees yet? I know Shelly
Yeah,
has.
y'all.
That's right. You have
Oh,
your
it's already
angel
the
up
day,
too.
huh?
You actually think I actually
Yeah.
put a Christmas tree up? Oh, that is awesome. Thank you. well, I'm just impressed that Santa's wearing a mask.
Santa's wearing a mask and he's got a what is that? His sack full of stuff.
Yeah,
that's,
cleaning supplies.
Cleaning supplies.
Yeah, so-
Sanitizers, tissues, wipes. It's awesome.
Welcome 2020.
I finally got some sanitizer.
Do you have your
Can't
Christmas
find it
tree
anymore.
up?
Are you serious?
No, we got plenty of it. We got
Oh.
bottles and jugs of it.
Can I borrow some?
Do you
Yeah.
need some?
No, good.
So I'm thinking of doing our holiday picture based on making a tree out of the toilet paper rolls and then putting the one Lysol wipe that we
On
have
the
that's
top?
yellow on the very top.
As
what
a
could
star.
we decorate it with? How funny would that be? And that's my holiday picture.
I'm not laughing.
It's cute.
Cute.
It's super
It's
cute.
cute, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
think what you would have though, what you could put
Like
on
we're
it.
decorating.
Oh,
it.
you could put lights on it. You could do garlands, like a gold or silver garland.
Okay, like the
Yeah,
tinsel
like a
garland?
legitimate tree, minus the, ornaments.
The ornaments. Yeah, cool. So stay tuned for that also.
How cool is that? That sounds like fun. Beta, take a picture of this one. I really want you to have this one instead, but it's up to you. See, because they're different.
Do you have your Christmas tree up yet, Beta? No.
Are you
Let me
putting
ask
one
you
up?
a different question, since he said no. Are you going to put a Christmas tree up?
He is now.
Nope.
He is now because he's got an
Where
ornament
will you put your gifts?
on
Where
his
will the
toilet
gifts
paper
go?
tree. Do you have enough toilet paper for a tree? We just.
A week.
So have you guys noticed nobody's house got TP'd this year?
Does that normally happen?
Actually, my neighbors did.
Said, shut up.
Yeah, their backyard.
What a
And then I
waste
got.
of.
This was before I moved into my house, and then when I was moving my stuff in, I also had an egg on my back window.
An
A neighbor
egg?
got TP'd, and somebody threw an egg in my window. Yeah.
What?
And you live in
A decent
nice
neighborhood.
area.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Summerlin.
It was,
South.
Oh, sorry, it's South Summerlin, so maybe.
Yeah, it's not Summerlin, it's South Summerlin.
It's pretty nice. I'm
pretty
pretty
nice.
close to the Mesa Ridge,
You are one exit.
just outside of it, just around the roundabout.
Yeah. So that's weird. If you've TP'd someone's house, we want to hear about it. We want to know. I want to know who's wasting
I
toilet
don't-
paper
yeah.
right
I
now.
mean, today or like back in high school? What?
Have you TP'd someone's house?
This was at the beginning. This was at the very beginning. Well, there was still a
March.
run on.
Yeah, because
toilet
you
paper.
just started. Yeah, because you
TP'd
moved
somebody's
right
house?
when.
I didn't.
Oh,
Don't blame me.
wait a
We're
second.
talking about 4 different things. So
I
hold
know.
on. I'm going to back up because
'Kay.
Brandon had a
Beep,
squirrel moment.
beep,
But he said it was right before things started, but it wasn't because we were in quarantine when you moved, which means that we were
in the process.
we were
of,
in that
We were
like
in the
nobody has
process-
toilet paper in their
yeah,
lives right
we
now.
were in
Yeah.
the process of remodeling.
Yeah.
when it happened. So yeah,
I remember that. You were, yeah.
Isn't that
What was
crazy?
your project? Your honeydew project?
It's
There's no
thing-
toilet paper again.
What?
Yeah, Costco doesn't have any
How did that happen overnight?
because people are afraid that we're going back into quarantine, which we may
Yeah,
probably will.
I don't know. I think we're well. We already kind of are. I mean, we've got
Yeah,
the,
we're on a pause.
we're on a pause here locally, but there's shutdowns everywhere else, and Uncle Joe's threatening to have 100 days of mask wearing in his first 100 days. So it's not going away
Uncle
anytime.
Joe.
What a challenge.
It's not going away anytime soon.
Wow.
So,
Well,
but,
Shelly did 75 hard, so she can
Yeah, it should
handle
be
100 days of
for sure. Of
Yeah.
mask wearing like all the time?
yeah,
in your
Bed
house
and
too.
everything?
I don't know. Not
Not that anything strenuous happens there, but sleeping.
I'm just excited. I'm just excited for the vaccine to see how that starts to change things.
Exposed.
Yeah,
Sorry, Brandon.
that doesn't
Too
matter to me.
late.
I'm
Okay.
immune
So, well, yeah, now you are right for this strain anyway.
for a couple weeks.
You can get it again?
Yes.
Not while you have the antibodies. Your body's built up antibodies, but they don't know exactly how long the antibodies last in everybody. So I don't know.
Wow.
Because it's different for everyone.
But
right?
as far as I'm concerned, I can't get it again because I'm hoping that by then the vaccine's out, everything else, I can get vaccinated. It will never happen again.
Will you get vaccinated?
I won't rush out to do it because I've already had COVID, but I wouldn't be fearful of it. I would be against a mandate of everyone getting it. I don't think they should force you to do it. I think it should be choice. But I wouldn't be afraid to do it because by the time I'm in a position to do it, we'll know if it works or not.
That's the thing. They're giving it to healthcare workers and
Please.
first, right? Or primary officials, I guess, and then healthcare workers. And so we're way down in that totem pole. I mean, if we get more likes on our likes and subscribes on our YouTube page
Then
and
we'll
we're
be
a little
more
bit more
important.
popular, then we'll be more important. But
We
until then, we are way down on that list.
How about you? Would
So-
you take the vaccine?
I would not.
You would not.
No, I would wait for everybody to have a lot of. So I have immunity herding. Is that what that's called? Yeah.
Yeah. Herd
Herding-
immunity.
Herd immunity. Yeah. I'm gonna live by that.
Well,
I
and
never
I
got
think
vaccinated before.
I think that's kind of what's happening now. I mean, as people are getting exposed to it, but there was
see what you did there.
Jeremy Aguero. No, they
I'm
did
kidding.
that presentation yesterday. I don't know if you watched it or not.
I didn't.
But it showed the spike in cases, right? And he also had a stat in there that I was interested in because I know there was more tests.
Who's they, by the way? Who did it?
Applied analysis.
Okay.
Jeremy Aguero from Applied Analysis did it for our board.
Oh, for the association.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
And so that
I
was
love his
done. It was awesome.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
But they had one of the stats in there that I've been kind of dying to find out, which was there's more tests being done. So obviously there's going to be more cases because more people are getting tested, so you'll know. But I was interested to know what was the percentage of people being tested. Was it going up, like the percentage of people being positive or not? Not the cases, the percentage. And it actually was going up, the percentage. But
The percentage of tests or
yeah,
positive.
the percentage of tests that are your tests that are being done, what percentage is coming out positive?
Got it.
So if you have a million tests being done a month, what percentage is that? If you have 2 million, what percentage is that?
Of the total population?
Of
No.
the total number of tests being done, what percentage
Positive.
is coming back positive?
Got it, okay.
Because to me, they say, well, there's more cases because there's more tests. Okay, that's true. But if there's more tests, is the percentage of people turning up? That was the number. And he had that stat in there, which was yes.
Yeah.
It was. It wasn't real significant, but it was.
That
And then
man
it
is
showed the
brilliant.
chart was coming down in the number of cases right now. And so it'll be interesting to see after the spike, 10 days from now or that from Thanksgiving, if it goes back up or not, or what's happening. But
Yeah.
there was a lot of neat stats in there. So
So cool.
Is that in the in your MLS dashboard now,
yes,
or-
it is
Okay.
actually. If you're
On Las Vegas Realtor, probably.
yeah, under the
LasVegasRealtor.com.
applied analysis tab, you can pull that down. So
Cool.
Cool.
It was cool, and we talked about it on the weekend or a week or so ago. Chris was going through some of those stats, and it was interesting too. One of the other stats was that there was a number of job loss during the downturn in 2007, 2008, and the number of job loss during that was over a longer period of time, and just like the first 3 months was like way higher than we lost in the downturn.
Did you see Jeremy Aguero's presentation? I think he did it in April, right when we were about to go, or right after we went into quarantine. It was like April or May. He also did it for the board. So I'd be curious to see how those numbers have changed since he did it last time.
Yeah.
Or is it the same presentation? Probably
No,
not.
It's
but
not. It's all updated stuff with the
Yeah.
charts and stuff. But
it's Beta's first time.
I know, I see that behind us. Emergency. But I know that was recorded, and I know LVR will post that. So
Yeah.
if you didn't get to see it, you could always watch it on their YouTube page.
It's awesome. Very cool.
So.
I always think that anytime you can get more education and actually speak educatedly, is that a word? Educatedly. Yeah, I
Sure.
think so.
It
sounds
is
good to
today.
me. Well, anytime you
Prolificate.
can sound more educatedly.
It's funny because we
Educatedly.
say it that much, so much like that as
Yeah.
a joke. We think it's an
It's a
actual
real word.
Yeah.
So if you probably look it up in, what's that dictionary, the one that you
Urban
love?
Dictionary?
Urban Dictionary, yeah.
Yes.
Edumacated is probably a word in there. Because they come up with all sorts of weird words.
Edumacated.
Edumatedly,
I
yeah.
would check on that, but my computer just died.
Oh no, you didn't bring a
Oh, you
charger?
didn't bring
No
an apple?
coffee
Just
and
started.
no charger.
It's 9 o'clock.
I know.
Oh.
I didn't prep well today.
I brought my
You're
coffee.
here. That's
I
good.
am
Do you
here.
want my coffee?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
All
I don't
right,
have
so
to give it up.
we've kind of gone off the rails a little bit. What are some of the stats?
All right, so we want to know what the stats are. So obviously we weren't here last week.
We
but
weren't?
no, we didn't. We didn't record last week.
No, we
We
didn't.
did not.
Yeah, it was one of those. I
We
had
took a family day.
I did take a family day. I needed to drive back to Vegas. I was in California, and it took 6 hours to drive back.
How
it
was
traffic,
that?
or-
There was so it took me 6 hours to get there, 6 hours to drive back. There was a little bit of traffic, but more importantly, it's the charging
Yeah.
stations. It's having to stop and charge right after 3 hours or whatever. So I start with a decent enough charge. That took me 40 minutes to begin with. I count that because that takes time. So I have to supercharge first, and then we drive, and then I charge again, and then we drive. And this time I sort of didn't. Apparently, I was driving faster than I should have based off of the amount of time that I
So you had
charged,
wind speed slowing you, draining
slowing
your
me
battery?
down. So then I had to stop again to get more juice, and then
So to me, I've traveled back and forth to Salt Lake, and it can add an hour.
Yeah.
And once it added 2.5 hours because it was bad weather and everything else.
Yep.
But the problem is when you arrive, if there's a destination charger there, you don't have to charge up to get there as much. You can run pretty low,
Correct.
and you can charge up before you leave. But
which
if
is
you
what I
don't,
thought I did at Yermo.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then it just messes everything up.
Yep, because my house is the destination charger, and I was like, I can make it there. It says I only need 140 miles, and I did 190, but apparently it wasn't enough.
But Yermo's where that big
That candy
Eddie's.
shop.
Yeah.
Eddie's World. That's where I got
Eddie's
some
World,
corn
that's
nuts.
what it is. I go in there.
Corn nuts that you ate during your 75
Yes.
hard, which
The-
I want to hear about before we end the show today. I mean, we
My
could also talk
75
about
hard?
it after the show. Doesn't have to be a show topic,
But it can be.
but it can
Whatever.
be if we run out of shit.
Yes.
So anyway, so
so
we're giving like a
listings.
2-week stats or just
So no, you're just going to get the last 7 days because I can't go back 2 weeks. It only allows me. So the way that this works, the quick market watch is it allows me to give a 24-hour market update, today's market update, a 3-day market update, and a 7-day market update. I don't get an option for 14. I mean, I guess I could figure it out with dates and stuff, but that's too much work.
but we're limited on time.
Yeah, there's that too. So we have about 643 new listings that popped up. I don't need your bifocals, your millennial bifocals.
Boomer.
643 new listings that have popped up in the last 7 days. And so
just-
I want to actually, because can you guys pay attention
Sorry.
to me? This
Yeah.
is like
Yes.
serious.
Whatever, boomer. No, we are paying attention.
The new listings, I don't know if you guys remember, but 2 weeks ago, I know that's a really far time. But 2 weeks ago, our numbers were closer to like 800 or 900-ish, right?
Of sales?
For new
Listings.
listings. And so our listings have gone down, which usually happens this time of year anyway, which I think is great. So those people who are actually on the market and need to sell, they don't have as much competition, which is good, blah, 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 right? So there are definitely less listings during this time of year. People are more concentrated on holidays than they are on
Putting up their lights.
on anything, getting up their lights. Yeah. I hired a guy this year and last year, but I hired someone to put up my lights because I used to do it. And quite honestly, getting up on a ladder with rocks and all that
get up on
nonsense
a ladder?
to put the lights up. How else do you put lights up?
Oh, on the roof.
Exterior of the house, yeah.
You
I-
don't.
You don't.
Yeah.
No, I'm all about the lights. So anyway, so then we have in the last 7 days, the number of homes that sold were 891 homes that sold in the last 7 days. Yes, Shelley, do you have a question?
Nope.
Yeah, you do. You
No.
want to know what the highest
You-
price was?
You told me, yeah.
It was
Oh, my hair is all.
in the last 7. Pay attention to me.
Sorry.
Last 7 days, the highest listing was 7.
Wait, we have to guess. What are you doing?
Son of
7
a
million.
biscuit.
Frick.
No,
3.2.
that's the second highest. It's actually 3.725 was the second highest, but 7.3 was the highest listing, highest price listing that
So
Where?
that was pretty
McDonald
close.
Highlands?
sold. Spanish Hills.
Where's that at? Oh,
Over
right
by
here.
Spanish Trail.
Ah.
Yeah.
How long did that take?
That took a total of 268 days on market from listing to close, and then 209 days on market. So 60 something days, 59, 57. I can't do that math. So 268 minus 209. That's
60
how many
days for it once it got into contract? to
Correct.
close?
Thank you. Close.
That's not bad for a
59
jumbo.
days. I think it's 59 days.
That's a super jumbo. Super jumbo.
Yeah. So that's a great segue, by the way. Jumbo
You're
loans.
welcome.
Yeah. I know we haven't finished stats, but I think it's a great opportunity because it was a great segue. Jumbo loans are increasing, right?
Making a comeback? Oh, our conforming loan limits are increasing.
Or that. That's what I
Yes.
meant.
And the FHA loan limits
Both.
came out too.
Yes, we got a nice
Wait,
increase.
FHA too?
Well, are you not following me on Facebook?
And Twitter.
And, yeah,
And
Twitter.
Insta.
I'm on Twitter too. Awesome.
And YouTube.
Yes,
I've liked and
conventional-
subscribed to you all the time.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
right,
Go
but
ahead.
You just don't read my content.
That was interesting because you posted it in the agent's
I
signature,
did,
and she's all over that page.
know.
You must have blocked her.
Clearly, I have.
you know, yeah.
all my marketing was okay on there.
Sorry.
I didn't get scrubbed on it. I didn't get deleted.
I shared one of those posts, but I didn't
You
realize
did.
it was both. But go ahead.
Well, so FHA just came out this week.
Got it. Okay.
So they look very similar,
Got
but
it.
one had a different number.
Okay, so I did see that. I saw both pictures, and they looked exactly the same. And I was like, she screwed that up. She put the same picture in twice.
No.
But I didn't actually read the. That's awesome.
So what are the amounts?
So conventional went up to 548,
Bring us
250,
back, Brandon. Bring us back.
and FHA went to 362, 250. Apparently, there was a lot of Facebook, Instagram discussion about the FHA limit and I don't know really, I mean, it's pretty clear. You just go online, check your county. So obviously different counties have different loan limits for FHA, and for
And
us
it's based
here.
just
For
so
Clark County.
For
so
Clark
it'll be
County.
based off of the median price or the average price, right? Is how they
They
assess
actually
if they're going to
set
increase that
it.
or not.
No, so FHA has a baseline across the board for the nation, and then it says, okay, based on your counties, you're going to be here, here, and here. So I haven't checked Washoe County, but for Clark County, we are 362, 250.
I can't listen to you. Your
Three.
nails are done. It's such.
She's so
I'm
distracted.
ready for Christmas. If you don't
This is,
know,
I'm sorry. It just took me off.
because it's red, right? I never wear this bright red nail polish.
That's a lot.
And I love my nail lady. She only does flowers, so this was a big move up for her to do lines with
A present?
With
Like a
I want to open your nail.
okay,
Very cool. Okay, so say that again.
362, 250.
Rewind. Play.
Beep beep beep. So 362, 250. I'm backing it up. Get it?
I got it.
In Clark County.
Got it.
Clark
Loved
County.
it. Liked it. Subscribed to it.
Boom.
So you are nutso. What were we talking
So
about?
jumbo loans. So yes, it does help now the entry level into jumbo loans. So you could do a 5% loan at 577, and that would qualify for a conventional loan.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. You know what else is making a comeback?
Tell me.
HELOCs. So we're actually doing a
I
couple
thought you were going to
more.
say bell-bottom pants, but yes,
Those are too. Which what the hell?
but not related
I
to real
just-
estate. But continue back. Go back to HELOCs.
We're all over the place. Beta, reel us in. Beta, reel
That's what
us
happens
in.
when we don't hang out for 2 weeks. We get so excited to
I
be together. I
know.
mean, I do. I don't know about you guys, but I do.
Yes. So
I'm just hoping to make it through.
What were we talking? Jumbo loans, 5% down. HELOCs, home equity lines of credit. So we're starting to see that as well. So we're actually helping even more so get the jumbo clients in there they can stay at the conforming loan limits. They do a HELOC second, purchasing in the 600 to 700 range. So it's kind of
Dang,
exciting.
Gina.
Pre-COVID, they went away.
So January 1st is when both of those kick in?
Correct. Closing January 1st. So
Bessie.
start
So
getting
you-
those contracts today.
Yeah.
That's an increase in your commissions, right?
Yeah.
Higher
Yeah.
sales price.
I know I have a client that's pushing to get her property closed in the beginning of January so that she could take part in this. But I was like, it's a new home. The new home community wants the property closed by the end of the year. There's no way they're going to allow it. So, yeah, this is our client, the one that we have in contract with a new home.
Okay,
Got
we're
it.
doing a show.
I know.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Hey, Jack Hodge says I look extra smart with my glasses, so that's pretty
Jack
cool.
Hodge from
Oklahoma.
There's it is Oklahoma, but it's a different
Minnesota,
name.
Missouri,
Oh
Mississippi,
my gosh, he has a very
Montana.
Way to give him a good shout out.
I'm gonna go back really quickly to stats because I'm still not done with that. You have average sales price here in Clark County. So mind you, these aren't specific to just Clark County. It's Nevada, right? It's all of the areas within Nevada that you can list on our MLS, right? Everybody remembers this?
Yep.
Yes.
So that number is 371,000.
Muskogee.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh.
Sorry. Anybody who needs a Ford in Muskogee, Oklahoma, Jack Hodge is your dealership. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay.
Our new sponsor.
Our new sponsor.
Thanks, Jack.
Yes.
Price per square foot, $154, and I can't read that again. Damn it.
Glasses.
154. Yeah, let me try this. Hold on.
I'd help you, but my power's out.
Jesus. Nope, that made it worse. 180
Boomer.
She could actually see.
184.37. And then average days on market is 38. So there's that.
Average days. So is that up or down? Average DOM.
It's 38 days.
The answer is
I know.
Yes.
I didn't check that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they did say year over year, our inventory is lower, obviously, and the days on market is lower.
For now it is, yeah.
Do you feel like it's going to get higher? What's going to happen with all these evictions and the...
If they continue, I don't know.
Foreclosures
Somebody
and-
asked that question, and I haven't heard Sisolak. I guess he was going on 2 days ago, and so somebody thought that they heard that he
Stop looking at
put the eviction moratorium. I can't concentrate. Put them away. But I haven't heard anything about that, right? I would have heard about it if there was another eviction moratorium. People would have been freaking out.
Well, I thought you said January 1st is
State, that's
CARES Act.
that's national. That's CDC eviction moratorium.
happens.
I'm talking about locally here in Nevada because that ended October 14th.
Do we trump that though? Isn't it the
Nope, he's gone. He no longer is in.
Hey, not yet.
You saw Brandon perk up like Trump. What?
He's still there.
Yeah. Nope.
So state does not trump national. Like
They would. Yeah. So our state laws, if they're more strict,
The stricter of the two laws would
correct, will prevail. But we no longer have an eviction moratorium. When we did until October 14th, what the fucking hell are you doing?
I had to fix my pants.
So no coffee, barely got your clothes
Rolling
on.
up your bell bottoms.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so our laws were stricter until October 14th. And so our laws here in the state would have trumped the CDC's. But now we don't have any eviction moratorium.
we
So
go to
now
the
it's just the
CDC?
CDC, which I've heard may be extended. I don't know if we've talked about it here. I talk
January.
about it. I'm on a lot of shows.
You're kind of a big deal.
So-
We're so lucky.
I
We
can't
have you on
remember
our
which
show.
one. I don't know if it was the sales meeting show or if it was the
You weren't on the sales meeting.
before.
Oh, okay. Like we were trying to fit everybody
Back in
this.
April.
Hey, I am the internet sales meeting
Yeah.
Yes,
person.
we
She's
feel
the
that's
online.
necessary.
Yeah.
I'm
Because that
I'm the
shit's legit.
online
Ooh, that is legit. The information that comes across on the Vaughn and
Right?
Abala hammer line.
Exactly. Exactly. All right.
The hammer line.
The hammer line. Hammer time. Mm-hmm. So there's that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
Okay.
I know we already talked about rates.
But-
we haven't talked about rates. We only
Let's
talked
talk
about
about your 75 hard.
My 75 hard.
Yes.
So-
You did it.
I did it.
And you started out with how many people?
I started out with there were one,
Beta.
Tyson, Peyton, Tane, I think was the reason that Beta and
Tyson quit.
bailed out because of
He
some
had-
birthday
he
party.
had a birthday, right?
Yeah.
a birthday
Peyton
party.
went halfway through, and then unfortunately, I don't even know how she did that. Like at that point, I would have been like, "There's no way I'm going back," because it's kind of painful to start over. But I will tell you, coming out of it, there's a lot of things I learned about myself. The discipline piece of it, one is just doing it, but also you have to legitimately time those workouts and things in there. And for me, everybody's like, "Oh, did you do that for fitness?" It wasn't really fitness. It was really more this mental aspect of doing it.
It was 2 45-minute workouts, one of which had to be outside.
Yeah, and that actually is pretty. I mean, there's something. It's invigorating really to be outside, not just to walk outside and things like that. But you don't realize how much clarity you can get just getting the open air as well as being outside, kind of walking, and having nothing else to do other than listening to podcasts and watching your dog just trail around like
And
she's got
pee on
another.
Poop and
everything.
pee everywhere.
She
Yeah.
did, yes. Yeah, so discipline was the biggest thing I think I gained from that. And I had to learn how to legitimately read a book.
So
What is it, 10 pages a day?
10 pages, but I got through 2.5 books. Motivation Manifesto. My last one is High Trust Selling. Oh my God, loved it. But you retain so much more when you're literally physically reading a book. I didn't realize that.
So have you, one of my friends actually taught me is if you're physically reading the book and you're listening to it, so now you're getting both the visual and the audio. And so you end up retaining twice as much because of
I
that.
actually do that. It's almost like the teacher's reading to you and you're following along.
Yeah.
But for me, I'd have to listen to at a speed of like 0.7 because I read so slow. To take 10 pages, that took me like 2 cycles on my.
Do you read to understand or
My-
you just read to read? Like,
No, I was reading. I took notes. I took a ton of notes.
that's why it
and-
takes you so long.
Yeah.
But if you're reading or you're listening to it normal speed, you can follow along with normal speed. It'll help you read
Okay.
faster.
Does
Faster.
it
Maybe I
like
should do
trip
that.
you out? Because it trips me out. But does it trip you out when they're reading it and you're hearing it, but it's not the actual words that are in the book, and you're like, "Gosh darn it!"
The
And then I
ones
have to
that I've
start-
done have been pretty accurate.
pretty accurate. Yeah. There's always a word that's missing, or they change a word, or something happens.
But
that
that's-
happens to me when I read too, right? So like I'll make shit up while I'm in the midst of reading.
Oh, that doesn't happen to me.
But
you don't know that.
But you learned to read. That's good.
I learned how
75
to
hard.
read.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
75 hard. Learned how to read. Had a little bit of discipline. Lost a little bit of weight. What else did I get?
Because you
out of
needed
that?
so much weight.
Good. So
to
did
be
you do
on
the
there.
photo every day?
I did. So funny story. I downloaded the app. I will tell you this. Like in life in general, you have to keep score, right? And for me, having a process that I had to literally go in, check mark off. I did my 1 workout. I did my 2 workout. I took a picture. It actually prompts you to do all this stuff. Well, I was trying to go backwards to the day 1, and I deleted all of my stuff.
Oh,
I
you had to
know.
start
So I
over.
was like, oh, I'm going to easily put this picture up there. Yes. So that's what my husband, he's like, well, you got to start over. I'm like, hell no. So
What day were you at when that happened?
I had to call Peyton. I'm like, hey, Peyton, what day are we on? She's like, well, let me get the calendar out. I'm like, oh, yeah, I could have done that. That would have been easy.
2
So
weeks
day
after Corn Nut Day.
42 Day 42 is when I picked back up on my pictures.
pictures?
Yeah, but that app is legit. If you're doing 75 hard, I would highly suggest you download the $5 75 hard app and work it, because keeping score just in general in life for me helps me to
accountability.
stay on track. Yeah, for
Yeah.
myself. And that guy, I mean, he's kind of a beast. He gets on there if you forget. He's like, yo, you forgot. You want to start over, or you want to?
What a judgy asshole.
Scared of that.
What a
Yeah.
judgy asshole.
I used to do that on Thursday nights. We used to play volleyball, sand volleyball or whatever, and then we used to drink a lot, eat a lot, and then Friday morning, we were all wearing, we all wore like our Apple Watches or whatever, and the next morning it would be like, hey, you haven't, done any activity this morning. I'm like, listen, you judgy bitch, like I'm still getting over the hangover from last night.
Yay.
You better stop it.
Beta,
So-
will you tell the guy out there we're on a show?
I know.
Come on.
Every time.
The one day he wants
Steve,
to do landscaping.
Steve, will you please
Steve.
do that?
Steve. Guaranteed that's not his name, but okay.
Steve-O.
Steve. So anyways, there's an article that you had sent me, and I know it was pre-December, November 25th, but it stated that home prices hit a 6-year high. Did you get that one?
Did I send it to
can't
you?
You sent
check
it to me.
Then I got it.
Did you read it?
Nope.
Okay. So it said, the article says that prices have gone up and they're now at a 6-year high. So 6 years ago we were in, what are we, 2020 right now? So that's a lot of math. 2014? So that was even pre or post the big depression or whatever that we had in 2008, 2009.
Post, yeah.
Huh?
I said post.
Yeah. So homeowners looking to sell right now have cause to celebrate. The S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller indexes, newly released for September by the S&P Dow Jones Indices, INDICES.
We're having some
Indices.
prolific conversations today.
What's indices?
Indexes plural?
I think so, but why wouldn't they just say indexes?
Because that's not
Because
proper.
that's not a word.
Showed a
Miss-
continuing rise in home prices across the country. So, and very similar to what we've been talking about. Did you find the article?
No, I found
my
a different
power's out.
article.
Oh, you did? What does that say? That home prices are like at the lowest in the
No,
last
it
5
says
years?
The luxury market remains hot by surpassing its 2019 total through the end of October.
Yeah.
But
That's-
the article I found is, do you know whose home that was that sold for $7.4 million?
Whose?
Is Star? Wait, what?
Golden
is it an
Knights.
actor?
Raiders.
No.
Wait,
But
is it a
He's
Mine.
all over billboards.
here?
Marcia So. No,
No-
all over
Knockville Law?
billboards. Oh,
Farron Knockby.
good
That's
for
his home.
him. Good for him. I heard he's a really nice guy, too.
Not VN? I don't
I
even
don't
know
know.
the rest of it.
So I have a
Okay.
friend who actually I have a friend who works for him. Thanks for sponsoring our show.
I do like his jingle. The jingle's really cool.
Yeah.
His house
My
looked very,
kids
very
remember
cool.
that.
Looked very
Is it?
nice. Yeah. Look.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Can you send that to me? I'll look at it. But I heard, I have a friend who works for him, and she says that he is just a really,
That's the
really nice
backyard.
guy. So good for him.
I wish you would have invited me over for the pool parties.
Well, go.
What a yard.
Go
I
hire
I would
him
have just
for
taken an
something.
invite, period.
What did you
Honestly,
do? Go
the
hire
pool
him for
party.
something, Brandon.
That looks like well, that's definitely no.
Huh?
Is that the ridges? Spanish Trails, you said, or Spanish Hills.
That's what
Spanish
she said.
Hills, yeah.
Fancy.
I love that place. It's so pretty. Okay, so then there's actually another article that you, hey,
Okay,
back
sorry.
here,
We're
back
paying
at
attention.
it, back at it, over here. Because you got to leave early, so we want to make sure we get, but there's another article that you had sent me that said how a COVID-19 vaccine could upend the housing market again.
Could what?
Upend.
How did it say it would upend it?
Upend.
What does upend mean?
So COVID-19 completely changed the trajectory of the housing market, but the promise of a vaccine could pull it back around in another direction. So down. It sounds like it would go up,
right,
like upend, but
but
sounds-
down end.
But it's
more.
down end.
Sounds.
It's downer.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
different-
downer.
Well, that I think that's a little bit of like even the inventory piece of it, right? Don't you think because we have the shortage of inventory right now, that's why the prices are kind of higher. And so if we start to see more inventory, won't that adjust our prices a little bit? Mm-hmm. Stabilize them?
Yeah.
So that doesn't make a lot of sense to me unless you're thinking that maybe, with the forbearances and stuff like that, at that point you'd see more foreclosures and stuff because COVID is now over because of the vaccine. Maybe that's it, but I can't imagine why.
So CNN Business, coronavirus pandemic dramatically changed the landscape of the housing market. In
Fake
many
news.
expensive urban housing markets such as Manhattan and San Francisco, vacancy rates are high as people are moving to the suburbs. Rents are low in these markets because workers are free from their office jobs. And when combined with low interest rates, this is putting a higher demand on homes in less populated markets. Many people are watching the real estate market closely as vaccines on the horizon promise a return to normal. How could the housing market be affected? Homeowners will still want to work from home to enjoy their sanctuary. People should return to urban areas. The vaccine could reverse mortgage rates. Now I'm just reading highlights.
Mortgage
The Austin
rates.
market is pretty strong and a vaccine is promising for the real estate market. But without a crystal ball, it's hard to know what will actually happen.
That part I agree with.
Yeah.
Well, in Vegas, what was like a stable market? When was that? Have we ever had really a stable market for a period of like a year?
I mean,
It's stable.
18?
I don't know.
Do you feel like it's stable now? We're shortage of inventory, right?
Yeah.
It's-
Like
it's a-
stable is a 3 to 4
So
month.
it doesn't typically, most markets don't typically sit right between. It's either shifts between a buyer's or a seller's market.
So there's never been a time here where we've really been kind of
There probably has, but it wouldn't have been for a long period of time.
Yeah.
I don't
So-
think, but it's, yeah.
So 891 homes sold in the last 7 days, right? Remember how I taught you guys how to do this?
Yes.
So just to know what's actually currently on the
taking
market.
my notes right now. 891.
Yeah. So currently on the market, we have 5,712.
That's higher. Isn't that higher?
No, it's lower. So 6 weeks, less than six
Month
and a
and a
half
half.
weeks.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
I thought we were in the 4,000s before, like 2 shows ago. No.
Yeah, maybe. That's a long time ago.
So we're still a month and a half.
Yeah, a month and a half, but that's not a lot of inventory.
Right. Well, we were just talking about foreclosures. If it was 7%, it would be like 2,000. What were we talking about last night?
You
I
guys
don't
hung
know.
out last night.
Nope.
You
Nope,
hung
we
out
did
without
not.
me?
No, here at the office last night.
You guys drank without me?
You had wine last
It
night,
was
didn't
5 o'clock somewhere.
You guys hung out without me?
Oh
you? You said you were drinking wine.
I know, but I didn't know we were doing it together.
There's only
Well,
four.
Apparently,
to,
we weren't
only
doing
four
it
to
together.
a table.
Would you-
Yeah. 1, 2.
Ew. All right.
3,
So, yeah. So anyway, so that's that. Vaccine could change the market. It'll be interesting to see how that happens. I'd love to hear once the vaccine is started, like people have started taking it, if that does change. And Jeremy Aguero's like economic update at that time. That'd be
Right?
cool.
What the
He'll
the
probably come
stats
out
are from
next quarter.
when that comes out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be pretty cool. So anyways, what were you going to say, Brandon? You sounded like you were about to go into something.
Oh no, I'm still looking at Knockby's house.
So
No.
can you stop for a minute? Okay.
Oh, he had a killer basketball court. It's even got his logo on it.
I have a killer basketball court without my logo, but
What, in your driveway?
no, it's what? It's pretty dope, right? Yeah, it's got a basket with a hoop.
Beta
and
just
then-
like.
and
one
then
hand,
it's
so-
got squares
doesn't have to
and
jump.
grass in between, which is where I think I screwed up, but it's okay.
You have
Maybe
grass
that's why
on
my
your
kids
court?
don't play. It's also because they're lazy as shit. But 15 cities with the lowest costs of living. Guess
Lowest cost.
Lowest costs of living. Do you guys want to know what those
Oh, I
are?
remember that article.
Do you?
Las Vegas.
Do you remember what it
No,
said?
Las Vegas is
No, it
not.
was
We have a
not.
high cost? Oh, our insurance is really high.
So, with nearly half of Americans planning a move to reduce living expenses, according to a new study, many will be targeting cheaper towns. Move.org researched some rent prices, utility costs, gas prices, internet rates in 75 largest U.S. cities to find the most affordable areas in the country. Let's also, stop for a minute and say there's way more than 75 cities. So this was just the largest ones, right? They identified the following 15 cities as having the lowest cost of living, factoring in average utilities, internet, monthly gas, rent for a one-bedroom apartment, and food per person. Number 1, El Paso, Texas. $1,324.02. Monthly expenses. That's crazy. Could you live off of that? I mean, I wouldn't be able to live off of that
in
here,
El
right?
Paso,
But
you
That's
could.
somebody's car payment.
right? Shut up. So, yeah. So El Paso, Texas was on here as the number 1 place. I probably should have gone backwards, huh?
But that's just
Yeah.
your rent and your utilities and stuff like that. That's
Internet.
That's
Yeah.
not your other expenses.
Well, here's the funny part
food?
is that Arizona
So
made the
you could be
list.
eating a lot of food?
Shh. Arizona made the
just got
list. Tucson,
shushed.
Arizona actually made the list. They're number 4 at $1,498. Tucson, which I was shocked about because they're very closely related to our market, right? I mean,
Well,
aren't
Phoenix
they?
is.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, but not Tucson?
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's still shocking that they're, but still close.
Like
to
I'd probably
Phoenix.
live there. Mesa, Arizona made it as well. That's at $1,564.68. Not the same. Am I getting closer? Hotter? Colder?
Are you
It's
starting
pretty
from the
warm down
bottom or
there.
are you going
And
up?
guess what? Virginia Beach made the
Virginia
list. Top 15.
Beach.
They're number 14 on the list.
As the most expensive.
No. Well, number 14. So this is the least expensive largest cities to live in the
Okay.
U.S. And number 14
Is Virginia
is
Beach.
Virginia Beach, which is interesting, but they're $1,731.65. That's kind of cool, though.
So you could
Is
have
it-
waterfront property out there, huh?
I guess I don't know.
Wow.
I don't think waterfront for $1,731
No,
a
they're talking
month.
about it's rent.
But we're talking about rents, yeah. So let me go back to what I said in the beginning. They identified the following 15 cities as having the lowest cost of living, factoring in average utilities, internet, monthly gas, rent for a one-bedroom apartment, and food per person.
One-bedroom apartment.
One-bedroom apartment.
I'm out.
That would
you
just
only
be for your
have,
dogs.
it's only you.
The
Did you get
dog.
married in this 2 weeks?
The
Did you?
dogs.
I have
the
two
dogs.
dogs.
The dogs
He
need their
really
own
got
rooms.
COVID because
Do they have to have their own rooms? What do you do with the other rooms?
Well, you have a guest room and you have an office.
Okay.
And then
Don't you
your
have a
room.
loft?
I have a loft too. Yeah,
So wouldn't your office? What's in the loft?
a couch and a TV.
Ah, okay. Don't you have a couch and
It's a
TV
man cave.
downstairs?
Yeah,
Whole
I don't.
house.
I don't ever sit up in the loft. You know
that's
what's
just for the guest.
Oh, that's where my laundry is.
You have a lot of laundry.
So you have a laundry room
in the loft.
in the loft. Got it. Where?
Well,
Okay,
I take
listen.
the clothes
I'm
out
curious.
of the dryer, I fold them, and I put them on the coffee table there, and
then that's
they
where
stay
you-
until I use them. Yes, I have a dresser
So-
and a closet.
What do you guys use your loft for? I want to know. If you're listening to us, put it in the chat. If you're not listening to us live, but you're listening to us later, go ahead and I am me, because I don't want people to know nobody listens to us. And then on the other hand, there are 5 cities with the highest cost of living in the U.S. Do you guys want to know what those are?
L.A. New York.
New York.
Do you want me to start with number 5?
Yes.
Okay,
San
so number
Francisco.
5, San Jose, California.
San Jose.
$3,416.14.
Number 4.
Remember, one-bedroom apartment. One-bedroom apartment in freaking San Jose. Isn't that crazy? Number 4 is Boston, $3,426.47.
Boston.
Number 3, Oakland, California,
Wow.
$3,644.78. Number 2,
San Francisco.
New York.
In New York.
$4,178.78, which I was shocked they weren't number 1. But number 1 is...
L.A.
Oh, my God. You said it twice, so...
San Francisco.
Correct. $4,315.77. So not a huge jump. It's like $200
So
more
where
in San
was-
Francisco from New York.
Where was Vegas?
Vegas isn't in here.
We're in the
At
middle.
Not
all?
at the
We're always in the middle.
most expensive or the least
I
expensive.
like that.
So
I
we're
like being
somewhere in the middle.
We're somewhere in the middle. Yeah. I mean, cost of a one-bedroom here you could probably get for like $800, $900, depending on the area, right?
Wi-Fi is like 200.
Depends on your service.
If you want any good
Yeah.
Wi-Fi, right?
I mean, anybody to take on. Well, one bedroom, I guess it's just yourself. You don't have family schooling going on and
or a loft for your laundry.
laundry
We're not making fun of you, Brandon.
priorities.
I think
That's
it's
all right.
great that you have extra rooms for that.
And I need more square footage. I'm just saying.
You do?
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, what would you do with the extra square footage?
Actually, I don't necessarily need more square footage. I need it all on one level.
Oh, you want a
Single
single
story,
story?
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, because I hardly ever use the upstairs except for to sleep, really.
There's a single story available in my neighborhood. I'm a really good cook.
I thought you I know you are, but I thought you were buying the only other single story.
I
in your neighborhood.
was, and it's up for sale, and it's way too expensive for me.
How much?
It's 540-ish, which is great because that means that, my home is doubled.
Well, once it sells, your
Once
home
it sells,
is
yeah.
doubled.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you sell it.
I don't really like the
Does it have a
backyard.
pool?
No, I don't like
Oh.
the backyard as much. It's going to need a lot of work. Am I selling it for you?
No.
No, I have a question.
You sold the 12-car
Yeah,
garage
there's
on
only
Hacienda
three-
better.
there's
Does it
only
have a
3.
dope basketball court?
A dope.
Nope. Only my house
Listen
has
to
a
the
dope
boomer call it
basketball
dope.
Well,
court.
Tyson says your basketball hoop is not dope.
Is
Ew,
not dope.
Tyson, that's the last time you get invited.
That's
to
what
play
millennials
basketball.
think.
Yeah, exactly. No, so there's only 2 other single stories in my community.
Yours?
In my
Oh.
no, not mine. 2 others besides mine in our
They only
community. The
built
first
3?
one, they only built 3 in that community. The first one is like right when you get into the gate. It's right there, and I'm not a big fan of those homes,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
you always gonna have
Feng
lights on
shui.
and shining every time someone comes into the community.
Feng shui?
I apparently lost my breath there. The second one is down the street, like four doors down. Come and be my neighbor. I mean, don't. It's weird.
Somebody.
You can, but and you
Nobody
can,
else.
But nobody else. Yeah. Okay, so you want a single story. What's the square footage that you need?
Well, I don't know if I need. I don't know.
3
6,000?
bedrooms and a loft. Well, you won't
Oh,
have a
won't
loft
need a
anymore.
Loft then. Yeah, won't need a loft. I'd like 3 to 4 bedroom. 4 bedroom would actually be nice.
How many car garages?
3.
3 car garage. See, you should have bought the Patrick's old house in Summerlin. That would have been awesome.
You
the one
should
that
have
I
bought
was.
that house.
I know, but I ended
Yeah.
up renovating, and I did such an amazing job.
Yeah. We haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
You
So
have
that's
it?
just speculation.
Neither have I.
You
Speculation.
have it?
Yeah.
I'll have you guys over
Yeah.
now
keep
that
saying
you're
that.
now that you're COVID free 100%. So
Yeah, I've been COVID free.
okay, we'll do it.
She trusts you.
So since we're talking about wants and needs, I want to build my new home.
Okay.
I don't know. I just want to build.
Toll Brothers doesn't have anything in inventory
no,
right
no, I
now.
wanna,
They're
like,
not selling. They're not
legitimately build
releasing.
my own home.
Like a custom home.
Yeah, I think that would be. I mean, because I'm having a hard time finding a 12-car garage with 3 bedrooms.
Why do you need a 12-car garage?
I mean, if you ask my husband, he would, and that would, happy husband. I don't know.
Happy life?
Doesn't
No, it's
with
happy wife,
anything.
happy
I know.
life. But
Yes, because we have a lot of toys.
Do you
what
really?
toys do you have?
Well, I mean, my husband has 3 cars. We have 2 ATVs. We have a snowmobile that we take out every holiday season.
Do you really? Oh,
We do have one, yes. We
do you have a trailer to like take all this shit wherever you're going?
We do, yeah. When we used
So you have this in your house right now?
Yeah, one is in my loft. I have one in my loft.
Shut your mouth. Seriously?
The other one comes
How did you
out,
get it through the
from
door?
under the bed.
Exactly. It's pretty freaking amazing. We do have it all in our house, which is the reason why we have all of our cars. We have multiple cars in our driveway now, because Sydney has a new car, so she's
Right.
taken that place. So Rich's 3 cars, my 1. We have a snowmobile in the garage. We have 2 ATVs. We have a trailer for the water for his detailing job that he has. We have
He
a
has
lot
a
of.
detailing job?
Well, he used to wash. Yeah, he washes
Used
the
to
cars,
or
and
does?
he still does it.
So is that where I'm fascinated right now? But I don't
Apparently, you've never been invited over.
I've never been invited over.
Not a
I've
lot
never
of
seen
people
your
get
house. What just happened?
It's too far. I mean, we're like one exit outside of this
Hand or
thing
tucky?
called the Hoover Dam. Have you ever heard of that?
Shut the hell up. You're
We're
way the
far.
hell out there?
Yeah, we're far.
And
Up
you
in the
come
hills.
here all the time?
She's trying to discourage you.
I can
Okay,
pack
it's 2
I can
exits.
pack a lunch and come. It's 2 exits.
Yeah,
I
you'd
can
have to
pack a
pack
lunch.
dinner and everything.
Yeah.
overnight stay. That's why I always tell you, hey, if I'm coming
Hey,
over, I'm staying all night.
If you're gonna pack dinner, please bring me some.
Exactly.
Oh, Shelly. How was your Thanksgiving dinner?
So
Did you
I was.
cook the frozen turkey?
I did not.
Oh.
No,
But
I,
you cooked.
I did cook.
I saw
actually
those.
I have a little leftover from it, so I burned my thumb.
Atta girl.
Yeah, because I went to grab the turkey because I was trying to baste it and all the stuff, and I didn't realize that
our glove that I have wasn't on my finger all the way. So as I was moving it around, I'm like, damn, that freaking's hot. I looked down, this thing just literally turned red.
So the one time you cook,
Yes.
you get a scar from it.
So
And now you can claim that you're a
like
chef.
and subscribe. That's right. I did a good job though.
Not a girl.
Yeah, so enough so that my
my
family will
goodness.
ask for me to do it again next. I've really been retired from it for 16 years. The very beginning, my mother-in-law was like, okay, well, you get Thanksgiving. I'm like, okay. They took Christmas, they took Easter, whatever. And then like the first time I tried it, I burnt the turkey really bad and everything else.
Did that on purpose, didn't you?
It's a good
I
way
was
to get
really
out of it.
trying. I mean,
burn
I
it.
was really trying. And she's like, okay, you're going to get Christmas Day. Like, what do you eat on Christmas Day?
Hot chocolate with marshmallows and whipped cream.
Still didn't do good on that one.
Scrambled eggs.
She's like, eggs, bacon, whatever.
Sorry, was that loud? I was loud. It's in
And then
your ear.
so she's like, well, you're going to get Easter. Like, what do you do in Easter? Ham? I could put ham in a crock
You get
pot.
those little marshmallow bunnies and you put them in everybody's mouth.
Yeah. So I got retired really early.
Is that not what you guys do on
No.
Easter? Oh,
The thing-
you don't have toy parties on Easter? Bunny parties?
Parties? No.
Also, I found out, by the way, 2 weeks ago that my mom listens, so I'm going to stop that conversation right there.
Hi, Mom.
So, yeah, she told me, she was like, your show's very interesting, and I went, it is? She goes, yeah. I go, you listen to it? She goes, yeah. I go, all of them? She goes, yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah,
So we have to keep it PG for the Bala family.
yeah.
Nope.
And there's that. So I know you got to go somewhere, so we got
you
to
going?
end up.
I can't say.
Yeah, it's a secret, but he told me. So.
Are we
So
wrapping it?
We are going to have to wrap it up. Did I miss anything? Did we get to rates? Did you talk about it?
We talked about mortgages, rates, same. We talked about loan amounts. That's really the biggest change is loan amounts are increasing. Go sell some more homes.
Cool. Brandon, we did your part.
Yeah.
Cool. We did my part. I think we're good. Well, I mean,
I don't have a part.
You send us all the articles. That's your part.
There you go.
You actually give us shit to talk about. So thank you. All right. So with that, thanks so much for joining us today. And if you, I forgot.
Make sure you like and
Thank
subscribe. Share this information if you like what you heard. And make sure you comment on, what were we having them comment on today?
Oh, there was something that I asked
Do you
about.
have a loft?
Oh, what do you use your loft for?
Yes.
right.
What do you use your
I don't have a
loft
loft,
for?
so I don't have a use for a loft. But if I had a loft, it would probably be for games. I love games.
Board games.
No, yes, but also games like video games and arcade games. And,
You do?
And yeah,
You're
have you
so-
Like
seen?
the full-size ones?
Yeah, I have
know-
the sit down one. I have the Pac-Man sit down one that you remember. You used to go to the pizza
Yeah.
places
And how often do you play it?
all the time.
For real?
What?
Yeah,
What's
so
your high
cool.
score?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't pay attention to
Because
that.
you suck.
Oh, challenge is on.
Oh my God.
Challenge
One
Game
day
on.
when we get invited, we're going to play Pac-Man.
And I never, so I know your neighbors got TP, but you guys never answered my questions. Did you ever TP someone's
And that's a wrap.
house?
Bye, everyone.